Greetings and welcome to another Pokemon 2019 or Pokemon Journeys anime video. In this video I want to talk about new upcoming episodes for this series. I check Bulbapedia's list of Pokemon Journeys episodes regularly to see if new episodes are added, episodes that are leaked or revealed ahead of time. Recently, quite a few episodes have been revealed way in advance of their eventual release, and this week 3 new ones were revealed, so I wanted to make a video going over them. Keep in mind that only the title for the episode is revealed ahead of time, and in some cases an image as well. So it's not like a ton is known about the episodes, but the title alone provides enough information on what the episode will be about, especially if an image is also revealed and if we look at what we currently know is coming. So, I want to talk about episodes 37, 38, and 39. Let's get to it. First up is episode 37, which is titled I'm Back Alola, which obviously means that Ash will travel to the Alola region for the first time in this new series. It's worth noting that in Japanese, the title of the episode is Tadaima Alola. Tadaima means I'm home, and it is what you say when, well, you get home. So the title is more accurately translated as I'm home Alola, which is fitting considering that in Alola, Ash had a place to stay. He had a place he could call home as opposed to the other regions, where Ash would travel through the entire region without having a set place to stay. Now it was obvious that Ash would travel to Alola eventually because this new series is about traveling to every region, but it did take longer for him to return to Alola when compared to the other regions, which I guess is because Alola was the main region of the previous series, the Sun and Moon series. So Alola got its focus recently, and it is thus the region that needed revisiting the least. So, Ash will be returning to the Alola region in episode 37. Now, normally this would not lead to hype, because Ash is simply going back to a region he traveled through before, which is what he has been doing for this entire new series thus far. So normally, this would be a pretty normal episode and nothing special would happen. The only episode where Ash reunited with someone he knows is episode 25, where he reunited with Karina, which notably was the first time Ash traveled to Kalos in this new series. Episode 37 will be one such special episode because Ash will be reuniting with his friends from the Alola region since they appear in the new opening theme. I guess that they were saving both Kalos and Alola for a special occasion, since Ash has a reunion with characters he met before when he travels to both for the first time in this new series. So, Ash will be reuniting with his friends from Alola, which is not surprising, since by the very nature of this new series, I knew that all characters should return at some point, especially Ash's friends. And I figured that his friends from Alola would be the ones to return, since this new series is the series after their original series. Ash's friends tend to return in the series after their original series, as evidenced by the return of May, Dawn, and Silent in the past. Since Ash is reuniting with his friends in Alola, it's safe to assume that he will also reunite with Kukui and Burnet, with whom Ash ended up having a bond akin to parent and child. If Ash reunites with them as well, then Ash will also reunite with his team from Alola, since he left them at Kukui's house at the end of the Sun and Moon series. So, this should be a very cool episode, no doubt. As for what I would like to see in this episode, I want to see lots of fun interactions between Ash and the Sun and Moon cast. I also want to see a lot of Ash's Alola Pokemon, especially Incineroar since it evolved near the end of the Sun and Moon series, and it fainted right there so it did not get to battle, and the series ended soon after so it did not get enough screen time in its evolved form. Ideally, I would like to see it battle. Since Ash and Kiawe were like rivals, it's possible that they could battle to test each other's strength as it stands currently. And Ash could use Incineroar in that battle. I just want to see his Pokemon from Alola again, and it would be very cool if they joined his team again, since there is plenty of room in Ceres or Sakuragi Park for them. Lycanroc appears in the second ending theme, so maybe Lycanroc will have a special role in the episode, or maybe Lycanroc will rejoin his team. It could be. I also want Ash to introduce his new Pokemon to everyone, including his Alola Pokemon. And I want to see Go's reaction when he finds out that Ash is the champion of the Alola region. Assuming he does find out, of course. There is definitely a lot of excitement going into this episode and I can't wait to see it. My only worry is that this return to Alola seems to be a one episode deal and there is only so much they can fit into one episode. So it might feel rushed or we won't get to see everything we want to see, but it should still be a good episode nonetheless. Episode 37 will air on September 13th. Next up is episode 38. The title for episode 38 is currently listed as The Fossil Pokemon. Now this title provides the least information when compared to the other two in this video, but thankfully, this one is the only one to have an image as well, which is this one right here. My first thought upon seeing this image and title is that this will be an episode focused on Jurassic Park Pokemon Edition. So a place where people can see once extinct Pokemon that have been brought back to life. I said before that the return to Alola seems to be a one episode deal because the previous episode, episode 36, appears to not be an Alola and the next episode, which is this one I'm currently discussing, does not mention anything about Alola in the title. However, if this is really going to be Jurassic Park Pokemon Edition, then I feel that it could take place in Alola. Jurassic Park is located in a tropical island in the movie and in the novels. In fact, the first film was shot in Hawaii, which is what Alola is based on. So I feel that Alola is the best region to use for a Pokemon Jurassic Park. Ash and Go could stay the night in Alola at the end of episode 37, and then the next day they could head to the park, which would be episode 38. This is, of course, speculation. Now, the most important part of this episode is Aerodactyl, and Aerodactyl shows up in the new opening theme. I said in my video on the new opening that Ash or Go will catch this Aerodactyl in the future because it will not show up in the opening for no reason. Aerodactyl is of course a fossil Pokemon, so I think it's safe to assume that it will appear in episode 38. It is still unknown who will catch it at this point, but I hope that Ash catches it. I am looking forward to this episode simply because I want to see who ends up catching this Aerodactyl. Episode 38 will air on September 20. And finally, we have episode 39. The title for this episode is currently listed as Ash vs. Bea, meaning of course that Ash will face off against Bea. Now, Ash already battled Bea in episode 34, but he lost. And at the end of the episode, he said that he would get his revenge sooner or later. So, episode 39 is when the rematch will be. I think that Ash will defeat Bea in the rematch because he always wins his rematches against gym leaders, and it would be too much for him to lose twice to the same opponent in the span of 6 episodes. Of course, the title as it stands currently provides no further information beyond the obvious. So, a lot of facts remain shrouded in mystery at this point. Where will the battle take place? Will Ash go to Bea's gym and Stow on site to request a rematch? Or will he run into her randomly like he did in episode 34? Will Bea use the same 2 Pokemon for the rematch? Or will she use different Pokemon considering that she has plenty to choose from? Will Ash use the same Pokemon as before? It's likely since he likes to use the same Pokemon he lost with for the rematch. However, Riolu and Farfetch'd already lost once, and none of the episodes after 34 and before 39 suggest that Ash will train hard with Riolu and Farfetch'd, so how will they get strong enough to defeat Bea? I guess Ash could train in between episodes. It is also likely that Ash won't train at all and he will simply battle Bea with a clear head since he was clouded by arrogance in episode 34, and he will battle smartly using the knowledge he gained from his defeat. Riolu or Farfetch'd could also evolve mid-battle to turn the tide of the battle. I believe that this would happen in episode 34, but it didn't because Ash was meant to lose. But it could happen in episode 39 since Ash will probably win. The episode's title is also currently way too short and simple, so it's sure to have more to it, maybe something that hints at the evolution of Riolu or Farfetch'd. Ash could also use different Pokemon for the rematch, but I doubt it since this would leave Riolu and Farfetch'd with the taste of defeat, and they deserve redemption. Regardless of what happens exactly, this is sure to be a great battle and it should be better than the one in episode 34. So, I can't wait to see it. Episode 39 will air on September 27. And those are the 3 episodes I wanted to discuss in this video. The next episode to air after posting this video is episode 35, and the next one after that is episode 36. So it will be 2 weeks before we get to episode 37, which is the first one I discussed here in this video. So episode 38 is 3 weeks away, and episode 39 is almost a month away. However, a week before their release, we will get their respective previews, which will provide more information as well as the full title, so I will be sure to revisit each episode then. I will also make reviews for each of them once they have aired, and I will be sure to make more videos like this when more episodes are revealed ahead of time, so please look forward to all of this. But that's the video. As always, leave your own thoughts down in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did and would like to see more like it, then please consider subscribing to my channel. I love Pokemon and I love making videos on both the anime and the games. Also, please consider clicking the links on screen so that you can check out more videos like this right away. Thank you very much for watching, and let's meet again in the next video.